Welcome to MeL Michigana, an online gallery of Michigan history. MeL Michigana is just one section of the Michigan eLibrary, an extensive set of online databases, services, and resources that are freely available to all Michigan residents. MeL Michigana was made possible through generous support from the state of Michigan and the Institute of Museum and Library Services. Michigan's fascinating history is the focus of MeL Michigana. From the earliest days of contact between Native Americans and European explorers to the issues and events of the 20th century. MeL Michigana is as diverse as the people and the places of Michigan. MeL Michigana documents every aspect of life in Michigan: how we worked, how we played, and how we raised our children. The MeL Michigana collections include materials in many different formats. You'll find images from the earliest days of photography up to the recent past. Maps of cities and towns and villages across the state. Letters and diaries offering first-hand testimonies about events large and small. Several institutions have ongoing oral history projects, with interviews available as transcripts, audio recordings, or both. Local newspapers document the daily life of small towns. There's sheet music from Michigan publishers, celebrating our landmarks in song. The MeL Michigana collection is organized into galleries for each of the libraries and collaborating groups that contributed material, and new material is constantly being added. Here are some of the collections waiting for you. The Clark Historical Library at Central Michigan University has contributed images of a set of panoramic maps from around the state, most dating from the late 1800s. Panoramic maps were a popular way to promote a growing town to potential residents and investors. Western Michigan University has digitized a set of 8 diaries written by soldiers, documenting their experiences in the Union Army during the Civil War. The Burton Historical Collection at the Detroit Public Library has provided more than 12,000 photographs showing the early development of Michigan's largest city. Portage District Library is digitizing the John Todd Photography Collection, focusing on the people and places of Kalamazoo County. The Loudoun District Library has an active oral history program, conducting interviews with local residents. The Michigan Council of Library Directors initiated a project to make county histories, held in the collections of their various libraries, available online for easy accessibility. The Bentley Library at the University of Michigan has digitized their large collection of photos, maps, and diaries about the polar bear expedition. This was a little-known campaign in Russia at the very end of the First World War, but it's a significant part of our local history because it was fought primarily by troops from Michigan, the 85th Army Division, which had trained at Fort Custer near Battle Creek. The Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary has provided an extensive set of data on more than 15,000 19th century vessels involved in Great Lakes shipping, photos, newspaper clippings, and information on construction, ownership, power, dimensions, history, and final disposition. The Virtual City Motor Gallery presents photographs and newsreels from the Detroit News Collection at the Walter P. Reuther Library at Wayne State University, documenting life in Detroit from 1900 to 1980. The War of 1812 collection is a joint project of the Monroe County Library System and the Monroe Historical Commission, with rare books, photos, and correspondence on the War of 1812. The collection has a special focus on the Battle of the River Raisin in Monroe County. Several collections within MeL Michigana contain multiple galleries. Each has a search function that allows you to locate material from across the various sub-collections. Some of the most popular topics covered by the Archives of Michigan are reflected in their online galleries: Michigan lighthouses, Civil War history, Michigan political history, antique photographs, and much more. The Archives of Michigan collections are accessible through an exciting new interface called Seeking Michigan. The Making of Modern Michigan was the first digitization project in the state to involve multiple institutions, with local history materials from 55 libraries across Michigan. The contents are marvelously diverse and include most of the formats in the rest of MeL Michigana: photographs, letters and diaries, postcards, oral history interviews, video clips, and more. In addition, 7 of the contributors to the Making of Modern Michigan have digitized back issues of their local newspapers. And finally, the Upper Peninsula Digitization Center has spearheaded the scanning of photos and other visual materials from 16 libraries and historical societies. These galleries document some 150 years of the people and places in Michigan's UP. Whatever your interest, you'll find something in MeL Michigana to reward your curiosity. Visit us today.